Hey guys, we're back with some Lucid9. When we last left off, we saved Ari from bullying, because bullying is not allowed. Unless we're playing Hagon Mana, in which case bullying is encouraged. But this is not Hagon Mana, this is Lucid9. And I really like this song. It reminds me of something from a Key game. Not sure which one. We stop at the school rooftop, where I take a moment to absorb the fresh air. Ari walks in front of me and examines me closely, quizzical tilt to her brow. You really like Shigure? Yeah, I was. Let's cap Riley. She frowns. Why did you stop them? I sink into the nearest bench. She settles beside me. Because. A gray laugh reaches from my throat. Why didn't you stop them yourself? Why did you stand there? Why did you just let them kill you inside? Even while I'm yelling, I already know the answer. Because it's easier. Easier to take the pain. Easier to sit there. Easier to let people call you a freak, a weirdo, a madman. Easier for you to blame yourself. Instead of answering my question, Ari wordlessly pulls something from her jacket. The play case, a handheld gaming console from Lemon Escape. She starts it up, and after tapping idly on the screen, hands it to me. Recognize it as the strategy RPG port of Code Geass. Player versus player mode. Code Geass. So that instantly reminds me of Code Geass, but it's a game. So I mean, you want to play against me? A tiny nod. Okay, I didn't know you played the game. What do you mean you didn't know? Okay, I mean aside from Left Alive and Fuge or whatever, and all the games I've been too scared to play. Selected Sumu Kuryomochi. Living Lurog. Okay, yeah, this is Code Geass. Lurog Lamparade for Ari, and start producing some basic units. Then I end my turn and pass the play case to her. Gonna keep letting them push Ari on like that? Ari taps the screen with blinding speed and hands it back. I don't care. Really? I can't see any of your units through the fog of war. Send out a recon scout as my heavy troopers slog from behind. They're saying some crazy stuff. Think of it this way. If you let them get away with it, they'll treat other people the same way too. Ari ponders a little before making her move, but her fingers are just as assured as before. No, they only target me. I notice in bewilderment that my recon unit has seemingly vanished into thin air. Guess that she destroyed it. Quickly, I capture a factory and begin to produce tanks. Why just you? She passes it back almost immediately. They said it was because I have red hair. What? Therefore, I have no soul. Spread one of your infantry troops in the woods and quickly annihilate it with my tank. Nothing else is in sight. That's an old joke. It's just an excuse to be mean to you. Ari taps the play case. An explosion and wince. Is it supposed to be a funny joke? My tank has vanished without a trace. Begin moving my forces towards the forest, while sneaking my hero across the edge of the map. No, it's a stupid joke. It shouldn't have been made. I'll tell you a funnier one if you like. She smiles lightly as she returns the play case. Yes. You can tell she's smiling because she has surrounded my forces, or she's excited to hear the joke. Can't tell. I slip my hero across the fog of war. What does the clock do when it's hungry? Tick-tock, say it's lunchtime, I don't know. It goes back 4 seconds. I wait for the punchline to hit, but Ari only freezes, considering this joke for a long pause. Clock can go back in time? Oh, no, it's a pun. 4 seconds. 4 seconds. Going back for... never mind. Nevertheless, Ari is smiling when she slips the play case into my hand. Left with just my final line of defense, but my hero finally reaches his intended destination. Special structure that doubles my Deus counter. How about this? Mexican magician tells his... oh, okay, I know this one. Tells his audience that he'll disappear on the count of 3. So he says, uno, dos, and he disappears without a trace. Yep. That stage magic was just an illusion. I can only chuckle to myself. As expected, she completely missed the point. She makes her move. You hear massive explosions. Oh, I won. What? I grab the play case. Her units have completely surrounded my base, and I won't turn away from capturing my headquarters. Not today, L'Oreal, the Lamp Parade. Oh, ha, ha, ha. I triumphantly conquer the special objective with Susumu Koryomachi and activate my Deus. Table turn! Reverse the ratio of my soldiers to yours. My soldiers suddenly swap colors, leaving her with practically nothing. Even it's the end of my turn, and I'll have used my Deus well. She looks at the screen intently. I sit back and relax. Even though she manages to kill a few of my soldiers, she's surrounded. But she taps on the screen and smiles. Good. Reinforcements. What? Lean over to look at the screen. My newly acquired soldiers still surround her character. Quite suddenly, from the other side of the screen, a small squad of soldiers has appeared. Normally, a few soldiers would be nothing, but my army is still with L'Oreal. And then these new soldiers have a direct path to me. I blink and suddenly they're surrounding me. Susumu Koryomachi takes a couple down, but they soon overrun. The words Victor, L'Oreal's Lamp Parade jump to life on the screen. Oddly cherry, considering the game genre. This game's unbalanced. That's somewhat anticlimactic. What the? She goes back to eating peaches. She loves the most. So you're the master of video games. Got it. You might know her as your screen name, The Legend 27. Her smile widened suddenly. She happy with that compliment? I just understood the joke. What? 4 seconds. 4 seconds. Or oh. Should research the one about the Mexican magician. Yeah. Not sure if I'll ever understand this girl. Pretty passionate about video games, huh? I enjoy them. There any kinds you don't play? Bad ones. Well, I guess I can't argue on that one. So do you have a favorite game out of all the ones you played? Hyper Fabio Brothers. That's a quick answer. Why that one? Fight against the bad guy who steals peaches. Kill me. Kill me. Not sure what I was expecting. So what got you into video games anyway? Didn't strike me as a gamer when I first met you. Then again, she didn't strike me as a singer, and look how well that turned out. They seemed fun, so I played some. They were fun. So did someone buy you a console and you decided sweet video games or something like that? Like, what was the first game you ever played? Castles and Creatures. But isn't that it was a tabletop game, right? Old fashioned, make your own stats, play with the party, go on adventures, all that stuff? Yes. How long? Standard table is 2 meters long. What do you mean a standard table? What? There's a standard for tables? Wait, how many years have you been playing tabletop? Speaking with Hiraka is an unnaturally good exercise in creating complete sentences. Oh. Around 5 years. I played a lot before I learned about video games. I completely stopped myself. A group of friends. Oh, don't you need? That's what I was going to say, but it sounds too cruel, even for me. Huh? Never mind. I played with AI. Huh? AI, artificial intelligence. I know what it means. I was just surprised. Why? That's what was available. Available? Available where? At the, Hey. Turn in synchronization. Haru Bunny is standing at the rooftop entrance. Arms folded across his chest. That was convenient. Is Haru the one that's going to die? I need to talk to you, Hiraga. Glanced at Eri, looking for sense of discomfort. Her face is completely blank. Leave, Yama. The words are harsh, but her voice is soft. It's almost as if she was expecting this encounter. If you say so. I move to the door, but Haru grabs my shoulder, his eyes piercing into mine. Watch yourself. He releases me and continues to air as if he never said anything. So this is what he meant earlier today? Just going to talk with Eri? Clearly, both he and Yahiko believe the rumors about Eri being tied with the disappearances. But despite that, he's still talking with her. Just what could be so urgent to trump their fears? I shake off my apprehension and return to class, resolving to ignore his words. Afternoon classes are just as dreary as the morning, with one key difference. Yahiko is absent. The teacher seems relieved, if anything, when he catches the empty gap in the seating chart. Trips about linguistics with a heightened spark in his eye. Yahiko doesn't return for the rest of the day. I drift in between lessons, trying to bring myself to delete the number on my tablet. I can't do it. Isn't he dead? After what feels like eternity, classes finally end. Recital doesn't come, Yui doesn't come, Yahiko doesn't come. I'm still in the silence as my classmates hurry outdoors to savor their precious hours of freedom before the gates are closed. Elizabeth is one of them, marching away with her growing crowd of groupies. Misaki's the only one to drop by my desk. Have you seen Yui today, Yama? Yui? No. If anything, I should be asking about her presence. I haven't seen her in a while. I see. If you see her, please take care of her. What do you mean? She only says vaguely, a furrow to her brow. Please. Then without another word, she turns and strides off, flicking her phone between her hands. So does everyone know something about this except for me? Take care of Yui? Why? How? More questions, fewer answers. This is getting ridiculous. I restlessly swing my backpack over my shoulder and head out of the classroom. If I'm not getting answers, I'll just have to find them myself. My first instinct is to look for my friends from a high vantage point. Shortly after arriving, I quickly realized it's a terrible instinct. Even if I had perfect eyesight, it's not like I could see through buildings. Maybe I think I could have found Yui on the rooftop. From the rooftop. Just about to leave, but I catch a flicker of emotion in the corner of my eye. Purple hair. Wavy purple hair. What a bloody prat! That's definitely Elizabeth. I go in the corner to the back part of the rooftop, the generally more isolated area. Sure enough, my favorite bird is settled at the edge of the bench, nose shoved deep in the pages of a paperback book. Quickly recognized it as the popular dystopian series, The Famine Tourney. The Hunger Games. Interesting. I didn't think she'd have time to read fiction between those textbooks of hers. Who's a bloody crap? She doesn't even glance up, clearly absorbed in the print before her. This President Ash, can't stand smarmy gets like. She trails off, then slowly looks upward. Is she talking to the book? She yelled because of the book? You! She leaps to her feet, thrusting the book in front of her like a broadsword. Good day, Lizzie. Don't tell anyone. She clearly slides her books behind her, looking down. That was a delayed reaction. I'll take it to my grave. Just like you being a barista. Great. Feel so comforted. Don't trust me? I'm hurt. Do you blame me? I want to bite back with a teasing remark, but my tongue is stiff in my mouth. Trust. A fickle thing. Elizabeth's brows furrow out my change of mood. She slowly closes the book, evaluating me for a long moment. Are you worried about the disappearances? For a second, I'm flabbergasted. It's almost like she read my mind. What? The main targets are Academy students. Some cause for concern, isn't it? Oh, right. I wasn't exactly had been thinking about the disappearances, but doesn't matter. People die anyway. That's a way to look at it. My. Aya! I see you have sky-high expectations of humanity. What can I say? I'm an optimist. She smirks slightly at this, seems to soften the hard lines on her face, prompts me to speak. You know, sometimes you're not that unbearable. Oh yes, try to answer to your every beck and call. You can tell from the encouragement you shower on me. Well, I'm known for my nurturing spirit. Like people on drugs? She actually giggles, expecting a chuckle from me. Getting along with Elizabeth? What's going on? Probably won't last, but maybe I should see where it goes. Sure, why not? Yeah, why not? I don't have anywhere else to be, and honestly, this could be fun. Take a moment to glance over her stacks of tomes. Tomes? I think tomes. Aside from the famine attorney, her selection seems to weigh the mystery side. Works from Arthur Conan Doyle. This is the Arthur Conan Doyle, I think. That's the Sherlock Holmes guy. I assume that's supposed to be Dorothy Sayers. I don't recognize that one. Let's look her up. Dorothy Sayers. That is a novelist. She's a crime writer and poet. She also considered her translation of Divine Comedy to be her best work. Okay? Bibliography. Novels. Do I recognize any of these? Yeah, she did detective stuff. Detective fiction. I don't recognize any of these. She has one called The 5 Red Herrings. Which, that's an interesting name for a detective novel. There's probably 5 red herrings in it. Anyway. Agatha Christie, that's Agatha Christie obviously, and more. I also catch multiple outliers in the romance department. These are your favorites? I've yet to decide. The genre is proving to be enjoyable so far, though. So you don't know the endings? Our face proudly prowls into a cold glare. Don't you dare spoil them. Spoil them? Me? Yama. Look, I still consider you to not be a bad protagonist. You could immediately end that. I peer over your shoulder at the famine turning. But you know, if I were you, I wouldn't trust that bakery boy. Yeah, I just said. Aren't your girl the main character? Well, don't be too startled if she kills everyone else in order to win at the end. That's a huge spoiler. Stop it. The little sister? She may or may not have turned insane and become a serial killer. Fine, did that happen? I read the books back in like middle school, but I can hardly remember them. I was thinking about that yesterday, actually. I do not remember anything about the third book. I remember the fact that I read it, and that's it. What happened in it? No idea. Second book? I remember there's a guy with like a trident. And it was the Hunger Games Part 2 with more Hunger Games. You thought you were out of it? Nope, you're back in. And the first one, I saw the movie of the first one. So I remember, well, I saw the movie back in middle school too. Wait, was it middle? When did the movie come out? Or high school, one of those. And so it's I remember that one more clearly than the other two. I read it, but I never really liked it. I'm not going so far as to say it's bad. I mean, the third one may be very bad, given I don't remember anything about it. But I think it's a good thing to read things you don't like, or you know, bad, especially if they're popular, I guess, because you know, if they're popular, that means they probably had some kind of impact on media in the future. Like, I remember, like, the Twilight series. I read the Twilight series. I didn't really like it, but I read it. It exists. I read it a long time ago, so I'm not going to say it's bad, because I feel like if I were to say that, that'd be dishonest, given I haven't read it in a long time. She promptly slams the book shut and slides it back into the pile. It's drawing a fresh one. It's like Darthur owning Coils, the dogs of Garamond. Spoiler alert! The main character dies in the end. Skip this? Okay, shush. Characters end up hating each other's guts and swear to become eternal rivals. You gonna keep doing this? You look genuinely upset, so I quickly retract. Lost of my humor. I was just making it up. You more? Want me to cross my heart? Opening to die would be better. You must save the best for last, my dear. She snorts at this, shaking her head in disbelief. My god, you're exactly like... Who am I exactly like? Natsuki? Or is it gonna be that you're exactly like my own Nichan and then create an uncomfortable situation between the two of us? Her eyes shuffle away, sparking my curiosity. Exactly like... Well, you know, Mr. Darcy. Sort of. From Pride and Prejudice. I haven't read Pride and Prejudice, so I don't know how true that is. Not that you would know about that book anyway. Actually, I read it. You have? Okay, surprise seems genuine rather than condescending. Decided to respect it. Which one is Pride and Prejudice? Hold on. Pride and Prejudice. There. Elizabeth Bennet learns the error of making hasty judgments, and Mr. Bennet of the Longbourn estate has 5 daughters, and his property is entailed, meaning that none of the girls can inherit it. So they have to marry. It revolves around the importance of marrying for love, not simply for money. In fact, the social pressures to make a good, i.e., wealthy match. Yeah, I haven't read this one. I think that's one of those novels that get read in high school. Like, you can't read every novel that gets read in high school, but I think it's one of those that does. Like, not in every high school is what I meant, you know, but some of them. And when I was in high school, I was told to read stuff, so I was like, okay, that I googled. Spark Notes book name. So there's a lot of books that I need to read, and Shakespeare plays. I skimmed over some of the Shakespeare's plays. I didn't even skim over Romeo and Juliet. There's a whole section on it back in I think it was my freshman year. I was like, yeah, Romeo and Juliet. I watched that K-On! Episode. Good luck, right? I didn't do that well, didn't it? I certainly miss Bennett. I do consider myself to be well-read. Elizabeth straightens, her lips twitching into a coquettish smile. First, your considerations for one being well-read are substantially lower than the normalities of society, Mr. Darcy. Well, naturally, it's in accordance with the quality of my company. I beg your pardon. After all, dear Elizabeth, poor Miss Bennett you will make. You're about half English. For you, Mr. Darcy, you're twice as conceited as your original counterpart. I thank you. It's not to be thankful for. Permanent I may be, but I know where to place my gratitude. Is that place one that exists in this world? Naturally not. So I thought. It's actually fun. When Elizabeth loosens up, her wooden intelligence make up for a playful combination. Not that she'd actually ever be Elizabeth Bennett, or that I would be Mr. Darcy. But all in the end, they fall in love. Oh no! Get out! Escape! Panic! Just the thought sends me into shudders of revulsion. A small question for you, Mr. Darcy. Or might that be, Miss Bennett? What brings you to the rooftop? Your undying beauty. She flushes brightly, even though I was just joking. You taint those words with your capriciousness. Said that right. What? She quickly loosens the mask of Elizabeth Bennett in her fervor. You can't say romantic things so easily. Loses the meaning. What, you think I meant it seriously? Well, no, but for example, she clears her throat and stares at me dead in the eye. I love you. Ah! Despite hating her, do I hate her? Yes, I hate her. Nearly flare backwards with my stomach turning over. What the heck? I don't mean it, but you see? What your words have power. Tell me you love me to justify this? Well, it's not like I bloody meant it. Why do you say it? To prove a point. See? You're right. You're riled up. That's exactly how I feel when people throw around words so casually. Now I know why this girl can't handle a joke. Still, I guess to some extent it makes sense. Don't want to admit it, but her counter-argument is actually valid. So that's why you're always on my case? You're throwing around my words? Of a sort, yes. And I mean, you're just, kind of a rude dude. She clears her throat, protectively hugging a book to her chest. Honestly speaking, I didn't hate you. Really. Well, not at first. So what traumatic event lost Her Majesty's favor upon me? Strangely enough, she ignores my mocking tone. Her gaze is deadly serious. Well, that was an unfortunate timing. Wait for Elizabeth to continue, but she immediately retracts, digging back into her book. Answer it. She doesn't really give me any other options, so I take a look. Let's see what it is. 2. Yui, hey, are you busy right now? Need some grunt labor. Get marvelous massa then. Courtyard now. Yui still alive? That's a good sign. Unless someone has your phone. I'm actually disappointed, so I slide my phone into my pocket. This is the closest to a civil conversation that I've gotten with Elizabeth. Well, Miss Bennett, looks like your duty calls. As you know, I have so many admirers to see. She stickers slightly. I'd count on it. There are, after all, 70 million blind people in the world. She got me! I snort. That's actually a passable comeback. Cheerio, Miss Bennett. Bye, Mr. Darcy. Don't come again. Well, Miss Bennett, just for you. I shouldn't stop you if you wish to publicly humiliate yourself. I'll roll my eyes at her and shut the door, setting my steps towards the academy courtyard. My pace is lighter than when I first arrived. Unfortunately, my thoughts sober as I approach the courtyard. Why didn't Yui contact me earlier? Where's Yahiko been? Or Masato? He says they have their own lives. Yui's in drama club, Yahiko has his happy club, and Masato, well, we're not exactly on talking terms. Yes, track club! Besides, it's not like they're obligated to babysit me every day, logically speaking. But Yahiko and the Happy Club, that's totally a lie. That's why those people were there. Because he said all 3 of them were at the meeting. The Happy Club was founded after they went missing, I think. 2 of them went missing before the events of the game started, I think. Right? I think? presumably? Yuri's leaning its 3 humongous suitcases by the nearest bench, biting her lip furtively as she twines her fingers in her skirt. Hey, she's alive! Oh good, it came. I see how it is. You'll only call me when it's convenient for you. The bitterness in my tone is only half joking. Yuri doesn't seem to notice this. Hey, you're the one who hasn't joined any clubs. I curb my tongue at this comment, no matter how much I like to snap back. She's right, it's my own fault. So what's all this about? Going back home for a while. What? Where'd this come from? Although, judging from Akira's words earlier, I think I know why. And I'll still come to school every day and everything, it's just, you know, little commute. Notice that she blatantly dodges the question. So 1 hour commute to the other side of town. Well, on the bright side, it's less time with you. Oh, she got me! Ha ha ha. It is less time. With me, with the Masato, with Ihiko, with anyone. It feels painfully distant. Really though, it'll be nice to spend some time with my parents. You might want to consider doing the same thing. My house? It's 3 hours away, Yui. You know, I don't know. Entirely different city. You haven't called in a while, have you? Only shrug. Don't hate my parents. Yes, parents? In fact, if anything, it's the opposite. I hate to cause any more trouble than I already have. Better to leave them in peace and quiet. Well, we should go. If I miss my train, I'm stranded here. For a wild, reckless moment, I'm seized with the impulse to make her stay. Not that I'd actually do it. Let me guess, you need to carry the luggage. Oh, isn't that what friends are for? What kind of friends do you have? Playfully bumps my shoulder, but it feels foreign, stilted. Really nice ones that will help an innocent maiden with their luggage, right? Grab 2 of the suitcases and pull them by their handles. They drag against me, protesting with weight. What do you have in here? Bricks? Your brain? Oh, it's so big! You mean it's so dense? I chuckle at this. Yuri smiles shyly, pulling the remaining suitcases alongside me. She got me there. That's a good one. Thanks, Yama. We head to the main street in silence, staring everywhere but at each other. It's not until we've settled at the bus stop when I find myself with words. I restlessly tap my fingers against the worn metal zippers of the case, searching my thoughts. What do you call me? Instead of Masato. He's the kind of guy you'd want for this. I don't think so. Anyway, Masato must be busy with track and honor society, and yeah. Does Masato like Yui? That's kind of what I think that thing about yesterday was about. I forget the beginning of the game, but I think something like that hinted at it. I think. I forget though. You shouldn't have time to notice little things like this. Your answers only cultivate more confusion. In a way, you're moving back home. This isn't exactly little. Well, still, it's distracting and weird and honestly unattractive. We're speaking the same language as anyone at the school. Of all people, I would have thought that I could at least understand Yui. I'd grown up with her. I knew her. Heck, in some ways, I knew her better than I knew myself. Could she change that much in just 2 days? What if more than 7 days has passed since the beginning of the game? Like, what if for entire days Yama has been in his other personality? I can't think of anything to support this, but that's just wild theory I have. Like, I don't think there's been any foreshadowing of it up until right there. But it could be possible, maybe. Masato's your friend and you're moving. That's all there is to it, right? Clearly, I'm getting nowhere with this. Where's Ihiko? Yuri relaxes slightly at this abrupt change of topic. Busy? How busy? Who knows? Probably just wanted to skip out on helping or something. Want to inquire further, at the very least, tell her about the exchange between him and Haru. But we arrive at the subway station just then, cutting our conversation short. The platform is hauntingly empty. The orderly benches are completely free of cigarettes, gum, or scraps of paper, as if they've never been sat on. Furthermore, the only person inside is the attendant at the ticket booth, and he's currently snoring. Wait, please no train Stein's Gate. No. In a way, it makes sense. Not only is this a minor station, but Osamu is known for its strengths in security and prosperity. Why would anyone want to leave that? Now, it's still strange. The platform had some pretty decent traffic when we were heading to District 8 the other day, but now it's completely empty. Even if this is the quiet spell before rush hour, is it really unreasonable? Is it really reasonable? Come to think about it, how's the city reacting to the disappearances? I live in a bubble where the only reactions I see are ones of fellow students. I have no clue what the common office worker is thinking, or the common housewife, or the common fast food worker. Is the city afraid? Or am I just looking too much into this? Yuri quietly tugs at my sleeve, clutching her pre-bought tickets in her hand. This place gives me the creeps. Didn't you go home yesterday night? Oh gosh, don't remind me. Swear there's a zombie hiding in the corner. Boo! Eek! Bursting in laughter, she leaps away. Onto the train track! No! Flailing her arms wildly in my direction. Yama? Well, see any zombies? There's Miki warrior. She's gonna return the favor with, I don't know, a little... Scare? Say an innocent little bug. Don't you dare. Maybe a big hairy spider with huge eyes and pincers that click together as... Do spiders have pincers? Come here! Lunge towards her. She darts further down the platform, giggling lightly. I bolt towards her, but a sudden shadow darts across the edge of my vision. Get away from me! What? I stop short. Yuri grinds to a halt. 2 academy students are sprinting across the platform on the opposite side of the track, waving between the columns and jumping over benches in their haste to what? First I think they're having a casual race, but when the second student crashes into a trash can and plants him into the ground, first one doesn't even spare him a glance. It's Yahiko. She gestures to a student who just took a nasty fall. I look again, stomach dropping as I recognize the familiar head of blonde hair. Yahiko? What's Yahiko doing here? He's struggling to pull himself to his feet, clutching at his ribs. His face is twisted in a way I've never seen him before. Harsh angles and contorted lines that make him look like a completely different person. The other boy, who's currently halfway down the platform, is bony and pale with brown hair that hangs over his eyes. It's Shoji. Shoji and Yahiko? What are they doing here? Isn't Shoji supposed to be missing? If, of course, the words of Ares bullies can be trusted. Why are they running? What's going on? I said get away! Shoji, don't be like this! Hear the faint blare of the incoming train. Uh-oh. Shoji staggers closer to the tracks, a wild look in his eyes. I know what you're trying to do. I know who you are. You're too close, Shoji. Yuri bolts forward, but I catch a glint of the train and snag the collar of her jacket. Don't. You'll get yourself hurt. The words just slip from my throat. Who will slam me like a serpent? But Ego suddenly throws himself at Shoji, tackling him closer to the train! Yuri tenses but doesn't move. Get off! No, you're not in the right mind, Shoji. Shoji socks him straight in the jaw. Yahiko flinches backwards, keeps his grip secure as he drags himself to his feet. Train blares with incoming approach. What's he doing? Shoji wriggles in his grasp, stabbing his feet at Yahiko's knees, but Yahiko refuses to buckle. Stumbles closer to the track, ignoring Shoji's fingernails spraying at his hands. No. Train surges closer so they pass over the caution line. Stop fighting me! Let's go! Yuri clutches my arm, staring pleadingly at me. We need to help. We can't. What? We need to call police, hospital, someone. It's too late. Lights flare in the tunnel, and the train barrels closer. Yuri slumps against my chest, eyes blank. Shoji braces his feet against the ground as Yahiko staggers to the edge. They're screaming now. Half the words are indistinguishable, drowned by the roaring horn. Killed, just stood, watched. Not fault! Disgusting. Liar! Finally, Yahiko wrenches his arm. Shoji teeters over the edge, limbs thrown back. The train thunders forward. I absently cover Yuri's eyes with my hand, my gaze transfixed to see. Shoji! Falls right beneath the nose of the train, which steamrolls over him. Let's splayed over its front. Splayed a word? Splayed. Thrusters spread outward and apart. Okay. It's a word. I barely catch a glimpse of Yahiko's face, transfixed with twisted horror, before the train pulls to a stop between us. What happened? Yama, what happened? My head begins to spin as red pulses before my eyes. Oh no. Yama, listen to me. You're okay. You'll be fine. Stumble backwards, my hands groping for a wall, bench, anything. Stomach writhes with nausea. We're in Asamu, Yama. We're in the train station. You can breathe. You're okay. The smell of iron and smoke pummels my nostrils. My vision twists into monochrome. It really fades out of sight. Her words blur in my ears. Fine. Don't. Okay. Here. I'll fall away from reality. The screams of passerby ringing in my ears. I'll call it there. Shoji's dead. Yahiko. There's clearly something up with Yahiko. What it is, whether he's the culprit, whether he just knows something, There's something up. Period. Don't know what else to say. Shoji's dead. We never apologized to him. The final shot will be Yama standing at his gravestone. Being like, I'm sorry, Shoji. I failed you. I couldn't save you. Of course not, because Shoji doesn't matter. Because he didn't even have a sprite. Come on now. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.